Mark, who this year, as part of his role on the committee, organizes and coordinates our work parties and trail maintenance, and is assisted by Roger Coleman. Here's Roger. I want you to know there's a considerable amount of work that goes into, as you can see, getting all these things organized. So before I actually go to remarks, is the Forest Steward Committee and the Friends of the Forest that you're part of is actually a pretty unique committee in that it has a formal role in assisting the RCA and the board. It has a formal role in helping to maintain the health, welfare, recreation, and so on of the community here. So it's a little bit different than some of the clubs and so on and so forth, is that we are here actually to assist the board, through the board, assist the community in maintaining the value of our property and the standard of living that we all here enjoy and Trilogies. So you're all part of a very important function. And I thought just for a minute here, as part of saying thank you, just to show how important the work that you do actually is. Last year, as part of giving a report to the board, I actually personally put together an estimate that we did almost 2,500 hours, volunteer hours, in various functions. And we're retaining somewhere between 300 to 500 acres of forest lands, which includes wetlands, which is a sizable urban forest. Last year, I estimated we put in about 30 tons of gravel, maintaining over almost 2/3 of a mile of trail maintenance. And I counted over a dozen working parties last year where we had volunteer hours. Relative to communities on the board, I think we're probably at the top, or at least very near the top. That's a substantial investment on the part of a relatively small number of volunteers. So on the behalf of the board, I'd like to give a personal thanks to everybody here for really some tremendous work here. And to show you how much it counts is some of the work that the committee does and the committee that you're supporting. We just finished a recent survey of the health of our 500 acres of forest. Why do we do that? Well, we do it for several reasons. One is, as you know, the climate has been warming and drying. And so we're very interested as to what's happening to the health of the forest. Do we have a substantial amount of die-off that we're worried about, and so on and so forth? And if so, what is our role in advising the board? Fortunately, so far, the health report is fairly positive. But it's the work of the committee and volunteers that made that possible. That was not funded by the board. That's all volunteer work. Another thing is our Firewise programs. In 2017 and I believe 2018, we were designated as a Firewise community, which is a substantial achievement reflecting those hours. Another accomplishment here is what you do today, which is cleaning out all that underbrush here. And by doing that, we're helping to ensure that our forest is not only healthy, but we're also reducing the chances of forest fires here next to our property. And lastly, a very important role is the education that we do through various events, educating homeowners as to the health of the forest and how to protect the forest and keeping it a pristine, wonderful place to have recreation. And so I think everybody here deserves to give themselves a great round of applause for this very, very important work they do for the board. Thank you.